Welcome back to the vendor table.
Hello.
That was very subdued.
I know.
You're not subdued, though. You have yellow nails.
I have highlighter yellow
shirt
nails.
and a zebra fucking shirt. You're not subdued.
Leopard print. What is this? Bling nail?
Yeah.
A bling nail?
You got bling nails. You do that really easily. I can't do that. Like, you're like, yeah, you could do that. That's not your middle finger. That's your ring finger.
That's my ring finger.
I can't do that. I could do this very easily.
Yeah. I got fucked up thumbs too. Like I could bend them back to my wrist and all that weird stuff.
Oh, you're
I could do that. I mean, I don't know how many people can do that.
Yeah.
Is that weird?
Yeah, that's weird. You're fucking weirdo. Oh. I'm not looking at you. I'm gonna pass out on camera.
My elbows can go backwards too, but I'm not gonna show you that.
Are you like what is that? Not ambidextrous. Double jointed.
I don't know.
Double jointed.
I guess maybe.
Ambidextrous is you could use both
I look
hands
like that
easily.
bitch from The Exorcist.
Oh my god.
The when she's walking downstairs
you should
backwards.
scare Pat. Like you like just walk down the stairs like that.
My house is equipped for that.
You know what I think you would be a really good Halloween costume for you guys? Like you should be the girl from the Ring. Like come out of the TV.
I just saw somebody doing that for Halloween where they had a projector set up on like a fake
scary.
TV.
That scared the shit out of me as a kid when I watched that movie.
And she crawls out of the TV on the lawn and I was like, babe, I think we have to do this. And he was like, you will scare the shit out of every child in this neighborhood. 100%. And I was like, is that not the goal?
Yeah. And that's Halloween.
Is that not what we're supposed to do?
You're Halloween people.
Yeah, we have like the big animatronics and stuff. We were going to get like a 12-foot skeleton this year.
Yeah. My neighbors do a Stranger Things themed house.
Fun.
It's fucking awesome. They had the whole like Vecna clock and all that, like Vecna on the lawn and stuff. I was like, this is cool. They had the music going.
Yeah.
Like all
we play music too. Like we had like Pat wants to get a fog machine this year. Halloween's a big deal for us. We love Halloween.
You big Halloween people?
Yeah. So
that's cool.
We're gonna get like, I don't know, 25 fake skeletons and make them like climb up the house and stuff.
Oh shit. Like you guys are hardcore.
We're going hard.
You need like a whole storage shed for this stuff. Like that's like crazy.
We got room.
You got room?
We got room.
I got no room for
We got our attic is the whole top of the house. So we got space.
Nice. That's cool.
I would love 12-foot ceilings, but an attic it is.
Well, speaking of out of the box shit, like in terms of like you know, she's out of the box of a Halloween person. We're talking all about it today. Out of the box wedding things that are trending right now.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of like strange things that are not like normal staples at a wedding, and some of them are fun and some of them are really dumb, but we're gonna talk about them.
Some of them are great. I'm like, if I see these at a wedding, I'm like, yo, this is cool.
And I think we'll probably have pictures and videos to accompany.
Yeah. I think listen, as a wedding vendor, if it's food related, we're gonna love it. I think it's awesome.
Honestly, there's not many things at weddings that I see that are out of the box that I don't immediately love.
Yeah.
Because they're so different and weird, and I mean, look at me.
Yeah.
I have like taxidermy. I have a fucking preserved beaver tail in my house.
Why?
Why not?
Okay.
Can you give me one good reason?
No.
Because it's weird.
I don't have any reasons. But there's so many like cool out of the box wedding add-ons that you could have now for your wedding. And like we'll talk all about it. Like personally, if it's food related, I think it's awesome. Like we've talked about this, but like food trucks showing up to the wedding late night, awesome. Carvel truck, Mr. Softy.
Mr. Softy.
Yeah, Mr. Softy rolls up to your wedding.
Dope.
Talk about
gangster shit.
Everybody loves it. That is a guest experience. If Mr. Softy rolls up with that music playing,
that unlocks core memories.
Just absolutely. I had Mr. Softy for 4th of July party last year. It was fucking awesome. Kids loved it. Adults loved it. Bought them out for an hour. Just anything in there.
My stepdad had Mr. Softy rolled up the driveway.
That's
great.
Wedding.
It was great.
It's a great add-on, and it's not like super cost effective or anything like that. It's just like boom, you can pay for them for the hour. They come in, you get dessert. Who doesn't love ice cream? If you don't like ice cream, you're either lactose intolerant
and have a good reason,
or you're just an asshole,
or you were attacked by ice cream at one point in your life.
How were you attacked by ice cream?
I don't know.
Were you like thrown into a vat of fucking soft serve?
I don't know. People have weird traumas now.
like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man or something like that. You just thrown into a vat of soft serve, covered in ice cream, humiliated or something like that.
Yeah, basically like how the Joker was made.
Yeah, but like if you're having Mr. Softy roll up to your wedding, we love you. Because I will likely get a sprinkle cone at the end of the night. It's delicious.
I love seeing a grown man with like sprinkles in their ice cream. It's really adorable.
I love rainbow sprinkles. I'm not ashamed.
You know what my son calls them?
What?
Sparkles.
Rainbow sparkles or just sparkles?
Well, he interchanges sprinkles and sparkles, so he thinks that glitter is sprinkles.
Oh, that's cool. That happens. That's a good kid thing.
So cute.
But no, like I think anything food truck related. Like they have the
Love it.
Like the Roach coaches are great. They're big here. Like the trucks pull up to like the big silver trucks, and they have like
got like everything. Fast food,
like candy,
tacos,
White Castle. You can like kind of select what you want from there and everything like that. I know those are a little pricey, but they're great.
So worth it.
It's such a great late night snack. Like your guests could take them, go home,
soak up the alcohol.
Oh yeah, like I love that. Didn't you tell me like one of them had like a bacon, egg, and cheese bar?
Yes, oh my god, that was like my favorite. Is they at the end of the night, like their exit station was just BECs.
It's awesome.
Wrapped in like from delis, wrapped in tinfoil. It was
a little SPK.
It was so gooey and good.
You know, like if you're not from Long Island, you need to understand that like if you come to New York,
you need to come to New York specifically for this.
You have to come to
sandwich.
Long Island, okay? You get a bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll, or if you're adventurous, on an everything bagel.
Oh, delish.
Oh God, just think about this for
salt,
a second.
pepper, ketchup,
scrambled eggs.
Oh, I don't do spread.
Or you could go, my favorite, right? Over medium, but like little gooey. All right, I do a over medium egg, a little sausage, American cheese on an everything bagel, a little ketchup on there. Oh God, so good.
If you want to get real fucking crazy, throw a hash brown on there.
Oh, you could do hash browns on there. Yeah, that's a little creative. I like it.
Good.
I like it. I'll do it once in a while.
I gotta say, I think I'm on the sausage train right now. I shouldn't have said that.
That's what she said. She's on the sausage train, people. She's on the sausage train. You heard it.
I think I prefer a sausage, egg, and cheese to a bacon, egg, and cheese right now. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I'm glad you prefer sausage to it. Just enjoy that sausage, Lauren. Just enjoy it. Do you like the links or do you like patties?
I like both.
Okay. You go both ways with your sausage? I'm not going to let this go.
Yes.
Well, we're talking about out-of-the-box wedding things. This is totally not on that topic.
I'm good. We're good.
You're good?
Yes. I love sausage.
Oh, God.
Listen, a good breakfast sausage, delish.
It is delish.
Delish.
So,
okay, breakfast sausage.
If you come out to Long Island, like just bacon, egg, and cheese, or sausage, egg, and cheese on a roll or bagel, boom, money. You will be in heaven.
Such generic Long Islanders right now.
You will be transported. Okay, they don't do it like we do here. Some other stuff that are kind of fun that we've been seeing more and more.
This one just creeped up.
Yeah.
Recently, we saw a video that came up, and it was a beer burrow.
So the donkey with the beer.
The donkey with the beer on each side.
This is like
the biggest question that people were asking in the comments about this was until basically making fun of it. Like, it's all fun and games until you step in its shit. Apparently, he wears a diaper.
Oh, he has like a little thing,
like
on his rear.
A little poop bag attached to his butt.
Is this sanitary? Beer burrow?
Yeah, because it's sealed.
It just carries
He just carries it.
It's not animal abuse, right?
No, they live for that shit.
Okay, all right. Like, listen, I'm all for like something crazy. Like you sent me this, but the llama groomsman. Like somebody had a llama as their groomsman. Why? But awesome at the same time.
I asked why, but at the same time, why not?
One of our listeners.
Some people just love llamas.
One of our listeners sent us like somebody walked down the aisle with a pet alligator. They had a pet alligator, and he walked down the aisle with it.
Yeah.
What's with the exotic animals, like for wedding days?
I will say one thing is that make sure these animals are like really cool with being around that many people.
Yeah.
Because my first thought was, what if this animal is extremely stressed?
Yeah.
It's a lot of people, loud noises, can get super overwhelming, but, just don't subject the animals to stress.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I was just like, all animals are great sometimes in front of like small groups, but then you have 200 plus people there. How are they going to react?
Sometimes I see them at like kids parties and I'm like, I feel so bad.
Yeah. Like I've had, it's not even an exotic animal, but like a dog, for example. Like I had a client with like probably one of the best behaved dogs ever, like German Shepherd, trained, amazing dog, right? Didn't need a leash, like just like recalls perfectly, right? Wedding day, they had the dog come for the day. Like they had a friend bring the dog and everything like that. The dog was so excited to see that many people that it knew that it wasn't as behaved as they ever thought. And like you could tell the couple was a little stressed because they were like, she's never like this. She's never like this. Like she's never like, the dog was probably never around that many people.
Overwhelmed.
And was overwhelmed because it was like everybody that the dog probably loves was there. So dogs can get stressed on a day. And if you're going to have your dog on a wedding day, it's, something to take into account. Like, how is your dog around other people, that many people? Like, we get it. We want your dogs to be involved in your day. I love a good dog on a wedding day. At the same point, I'm like, is it necessary on a wedding day?
No.
Like, bring a dog on a photo shoot. Cool. Always welcome. Dog on a wedding day, I feel like adds a variable that's just...
It's one more thing that you have to think about.
Yeah.
Or that could go wrong.
And I know there's like these dog there's these dog chauffeurs out there now that it's actually a bridal service. Like it's a wedding service where they'll come and they'll watch your dog at your wedding and everything like that, and like have your dog there for your ceremony, and then they'll take the dog home and watch the dog for the evening, which I think, I think that's really good. Like I do think like if you want to have your dog there on your wedding day, that's great. I do think though for your ceremony, maybe keep the dog away for the ceremony.
Yeah.
That's just me. And like, not to sound like a hater, I love dogs. If you want to do a photo op with your dog, like, and you want to have your dog there for like 10 minutes, sure. Okay. I think that's great.
I mean, you saw the dog that peed on the girl's wedding dress.
Yeah. Remember you were like, I want the dog there. You talked about that. I want the dog there.
And then you sent it to me and I was like, all right, fucking fair point.
Yeah. You just never know. Dog gets excited. So as much as I love the dog chauffeurs and I think that's a really cool service, I think having a dog there for your ceremony might not be the best fit, but if you want to have a dog there for your portraits, yeah, keep it like 10 minutes though.
I don't know. Do whatever you want, but also know the risks.
Yeah. Like it's just a variable. Even if you know your dog, even if you know that you think your dog, like you know your dog so well, it's your baby. I get it. It's your baby. Okay. Totally get it. I love my dog too. But there's just a risk there that like, hey, are you willing to take it? If you are, cool.
Just know that if you do have any type of animal at your wedding and I'm shooting it, I will be petting the animals a lot. If you don't know where to find me, it will be near the donkey.
Love a good, like I shot a wedding. I love like horses at a wedding. I think like horses are amazing.
So gorgeous.
Just like
I'm also a little afraid of horses.
Are you? Mm-hmm. I think they're beautiful. Oh my god,
I love them, but they're a little scary.
They are a little
because
they're big.
So
they're huge.
Big.
They're huge. You don't realize they're that big until they're like faces right here.
And they're smart.
Yeah, so smart.
And like they could fucking kill you.
Oh yeah, one kick, you're done.
You're done.
Done.
I almost got kicked by a horse at a session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you don't stand behind horses, right?
No. Well, she turned. She was getting like.
Oh.
She was getting really agitated. Mm-hmm. Not by me or anything. It was just her temperament. Mm-hmm. And her rider was like walking her around, trying to get her like reset. Mm-hmm. And she was not happy, and she went to fucking kick me, and I was like, woo! And she got my elbow, but
ooh, yeah, that could have been worse.
I was like, it's okay, Millie.
It's okay.
I still love you. Performers, though.
A lot of performers.
A lot of different cool performers.
I had a 9-foot robot at a wedding.
The 9-foot robot I still have not shot a wedding with the 9-foot robot.
I had smoke cannons and fucking LED lights. Fucking awesome.
So cool.
I think if you're...
Why is it cool? I don't know. It's just a giant 9-foot tall thing to fucking look at.
It's wild though. I had one at a wedding years ago and it was just super freaking cool. I was like, what is going on? Like all of a sudden he comes out, he's 9 feet tall, literally lasers and like smoke cannons, and you're like, what the fuck is happening? But you're amazed by it. And like he's dancing with the bride, he's dancing with the groom. The groom grabs a smoke cannon, shooting the smoke. It's entertainment. It's over the top, but it's still fucking awesome.
It's like one of those things where like, is it necessary? Absolutely the fuck not. But is it cool? Yeah.
Yeah. Hire a 9-foot robot.
Why not?
Fucking awesome. So over the top. So ridiculous. But
the wedding I shot in Tulum last year had fire dancers.
That's wild.
That was so cool.
That's gotta be outdoor stuff though.
Yeah, it was outdoor. There were 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there were 6 of them.
Holy shit.
So they had like...
They were spinning
were hula hoops.
Okay.
They had staffs.
Okay.
And then they had these like big square boxy things.
Sick.
It was crazy. I showed you some of the pictures.
Yeah.
And they also had a water drummer.
Oh, that's cool. Like Blue Man Group style?
Yeah.
Like the water flying up
and
shit?
So it was like lit up from underneath. So every
like
time...
LED, light? Yeah, that's cool.
And it would change colors and stuff. And it was just like... I think it was happening during dinner, so everybody was sitting down and just like physically just watching the performance. It was very cool. I forgot at some point that I was taking photos, and I was
just like enamored by it. Like you're like, what?
like staring, like how are people this talented that can do this stuff?
Yeah, it's like
wild.
I never understand. I think it's cool. I always love to see that. I've had singers show up to weddings where they're like. Not maybe big singers, but they're like from The Voice or something like that. And they came and they do like a rendition of a song and they serenade, and you're like, well, shit, I have no talent.
Hold up. Jack Black just did someone's wedding.
Yeah, he did. Jack Black did do somebody's wedding. That's fucking awesome.
So excellent. We love that. I also saw Henry's Diary just posted one of his couples. Both of them were fire dancers.
Oh, really?
So his couple performed.
That's awesome. I told you, I think I said this on the pod, but I had a bride who was a professional hula hoop dancer.
Yeah.
And she, with her dance troupe that traveled the country doing hula hoop competitions, did a performance. And I was like, this is fucking so cool. Like, I get blown away by talent of people, like physical or like, just like performative talent where you're like, well, shit.
Even just like, remember that one couple that we shot together at Stonebridge? She was a ballroom dancer.
Yeah. Oh God, Laura and Nick, amazing.
And every single person who was involved in this wedding seemed to be a ballroom dancer.
Oh God, they were such good dancers.
Everyone.
I was so inferior.
It was like, God.
I got 2 left feet. Like they're doing spins. Like he's holding her, spinning her around. I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
I can wiggle.
Yeah, like it. It is fucking great though.
Like I have bees in my pants.
So we want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Maru. Maru is a modern payment experience for the wedding and events industry. Lauren, have you been using Maru a lot lately?
I've been using Maru to pay my contractors.
That's a great way.
And send invoices. It's really easy. It's great to pass off the processing fees. So it saves me a little bit of money, and it's also really easy and straightforward for everybody to pay. Whereas sometimes it can be a bit of a process to use other companies like Venmo or Zelle.
Oh, yeah. Like we hate those processing fees. So
annoying.
Maru does give you the ability to do that and pass off those fees. It's a community, over 9,000 wedding and event professionals, and they're growing every day. They offer seamless transactions and hassle-free payment experience, and they make it possible to focus on what you do best, creating a memorable experience. All right. So with Maru, we talked about it, but you can accept and make payments without processing fees, offer clients a simpler experience, no need to sign up, just pay and go, and keep all your payments neatly organized in one central hub. And like Lauren said, if you have contractors, second shooters that like work underneath you and you need a quick way to pay them and avoid those fees that Venmo throws at you, things like that, well, Maru gives you the ability to pay contractors right from the platform. Makes things so easy. You could sign up for free at maru.us/TVT. One of and the last performer, I think, like I've seen them at a few weddings, but like you get like a mascot from a sports team at a wedding. They're a lot of fun. Here, Mr. Met is the man. I'm not a Met fan, but Mr. Met is fucking awesome. He comes in, shows up, he'll party. They'll play the Timmy Trumpet song and all that stuff. He'll hang out for an hour, dance with you. It's wild. If you're a Met fan, that's freaking great. But you could have like your sports mascot show up and like, you know, to a wedding and party with you. That's really cool. I think that's really awesome.
Have you seen living statues?
No.
At
What the
weddings?
fuck is that? No.
I shot one.
Why?
I shot this wedding in Jersey at Westmount. I was with Heather, actually, and I walked through it. I've never seen anything like this, and I know this was definitely a luxury, like high-end wedding.
Yeah.
I walk in, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, there were aerial hoop artists, so there were literal acrobats hanging from the ceiling on hoops performing. They were pouring champagne upside down from the hoops. Into
like above
glasses.
the table, just like
in like the cocktail space. That's what they were doing.
Could you imagine that?
I saw it.
Could you imagine? No, could you imagine like being that person and being like, okay, I'm gonna hire you to hang from a hoop and pour champagne to people that are underneath you.
That's what they do for jobs.
That's wild. What a career.
Like first of all, what a fucking awesome job. Like you get to just like
hang from a hoop and
I'm not saying it's not hard work because my body could never, but
like I could never do that.
I don't even think I can pour champagne upside down in general.
If I hung from a hoop, I'd be up there for 2 seconds and be like, what the fuck?
They're upside down. How do you pour things upside? I don't know.
That's a talent.
Anyway, so yeah, and then they had the living statues, which to each their own, but living statues freak me the fuck out.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why you would want that.
They creep me out.
That's just an excessive wealth, I feel like. Not to hate on that person, but like, I feel like you could spend money on other things.
This is like, look how much money we have.
You know what you spend money on? If you want a really good add-on?
What?
A live painter.
Yeah.
I love a good live painter.
They're so good.
Shout out to our live painters out there. You guys are fucking awesome. I get blown away by the talent of a good live painter.
Yo.
Like I show up and they got their canvas out, and like usually when we roll up to a venue, they're already there and they've been painting for like, they've been setting their base and everything like that, like painting the room for a few hours. And I just like walk up and I'm just like, oh my God, like the talent is off the charts. I love the live painters at weddings. I think if you're going to have like something that you're going to walk away with as a couple, that you're going to walk away with and treasure, that you could hang in your house.
That's the thing too, is it's a tangible item that you get to take home.
It's so
and it's an art,
cool.
it's a piece of art. So it's just really great.
It's so cool to be able to see art unfold, and they're doing it live. They're painting it on the wedding day, and like it's incredible. Like what they do is they paint the room, and then they take a photo of the couple doing a room shot, and they'll insert the couple into the room, and they'll paint the couple. And I'm like, yo, you did that in a day. Like a lot of time they'll go home and they'll touch it up and then give it to the couple.
They'll give it like final touches and detail and stuff, but
like they have like something to show the couple by the end of the night and everything like that. And the couple like walks up and you're just like, holy moly. So shout out to our live painters out there, like oil, canvas, watercolor. You guys are awesome, especially Caroline Reynolds. She's an OG follower. We love her. Awesome. We got to give you another shout out because you're amazing and talented. Also, one of the OGs, Kristen Baker, who is, I think, KPC Design Co. She is an incredible watercolor artist. She does the live guest painting. Yeah. Like where she actually is watercolor painting the guests. So a guest will show up, she'll take a photo of them and then paint them onto like a card that will say like the couple's name on it and give it to the couple, give it to the guest by the end of the night. And like she has like all of these, like she does them live.
It's so cute.
And talk about like a really cool guest experience because you're going to give that as a couple to your guests to walk away with. Yeah. And I think that's so cool. Like she does like the faceless watercolor paintings and like she did one of me on a wedding day. She like painted me. Like I have it. I got to take a photo of it.
I love that.
Good. So good. So I love us a good like watercolor artist, a watercolor painter, a live painter. And I think if you're a couple and you want like a really cool add-on that you could walk away with like a tangible item from on your wedding day, it's that.
Yeah. More fun things. The marching bands and bagpipers.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
One of the more memorable weddings that I've shot, I still remember, there's Jacqueline and Francis. He had like an entire performance with like the fire department's bagpiping marching band in the middle of Land's End during the reception. And it was so fucking emotional.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I was like standing there and like crying.
It's beautiful. Yeah, the NYPD has one. I think FDNY has one. And they come out and they will like circle a couple. They'll play like a couple of songs, like 10, 15 minutes. And it's really cool. Like it's
like
incredibly
such a
talented.
really amazing experience.
Yeah.
So obviously he was involved. Like the groom in this situation was actually playing.
Yeah. Okay.
Which was really cool.
That's awesome.
It was just like, it stood out to me as like one of the coolest experiences I've seen.
Oh man. I've had a few of them that I like love, and they do it in the middle of the room, or they do it outside and something like that. And you're just like, wow, this is pretty epic. It's pretty epic. I've been seeing a lot more of like photo booths have always been, I feel like, been popular for years now. Like for like a good photo booth. Like now I see like the vintage photo booths where they have like, it's like black and white inspired. It's like glam inspired. Like it almost looks like a Kardashian Christmas card kind of thing. You go in, you take a really cool like photo booth shot and everything like that. And it doesn't look like a traditional photo booth. It looks like, like really cool high end. But what I've been seeing more and more is like those vintage photo booths, so where they incorporate like a vintage car or like an Airstream or like a VW bus, where it's like a set and you can go in and take like a photo booth shot like in there, which I think is super freaking cool.
Yeah.
It's wild.
We've had our thoughts on vintage cars and stuff like antique cars rather. Sorry, not vintage. And like how they can be smelly and sometimes they don't work and blah, 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 and all of this. This is another way to use it.
Yeah. Use it as a prop.
Use it as a prop.
I think it'd be kind of cool. I was thinking about this. Like if I had a vintage car and somebody want to rent it, I'd park it at a wedding, use it as a photo booth that people like could sit around, like sit in it and stuff like that, do it like a photo shoot in it. How cool would that be? Like you get like a
great idea.
Like I think it's like a really cool thing that people are like adding on to their day, especially if they're a car person or if like stuff like that. And it's giving you like those vibes of like, vintage inspired and stuff. And it's cool. It's an add-on. And I don't think that's very I could see the Airstreams and like the big VW ones being like probably like pretty expensive, but like if you did something like smaller, like maybe a car and like like stuff like that, it might not be that bad. No, so great little add-on that you have there. But I think there's so many like fireworks shows are popular, but you have to obviously have the area to do a fireworks show, stuff like that. I've done a lot of fireworks show weddings.
I have not done one.
Really? They're fun. They're hard as shit to photograph sometimes.
I imagine.
Like you gotta light the couple and expose for both. Like you almost have to sometimes like I did one that I lit the couple with LEDs and it was actually really useful.
I feel like LEDs would be better than flash in that situation.
Yeah, like big tip. You could light them from the front, but I feel like it takes away from the fireworks. So you backlight them and it creates a silhouette. Wow.
Rude.
Okay, ferry.
Leave that in.
I don't know if you guys heard that, but that was a ferry going off. Like we're
the ferry's mad at us too.
Yeah, but no, like with the fireworks, like you could backlight them and like create like a silhouette look with the fireworks going off. It's really cool. That's what I did. It worked. It worked really well. So yeah, like there's a lot of add-ons that you could have that are fun, out of the box wedding things that you could add, and also like. Like we talked about it, like champagne towers are a lot of fun, very easy, very cost effective. It's just champagne glasses and champagne. You got to make sure your venue allows it.
I saw one recently where and this made me laugh so hard. They were pouring the champagne and it collapsed and all the glasses broke. And the bride, she looked at it, was just like, oh, well, and then just like shook the champagne and like sprayed it everywhere. That's the kind of vibe you need.
That's the attitude you're supposed to have.
That is the attitude we all need and love.
I love it. That's what you should do. Just have a lot of fun with you. If something goes wrong,
it was outdoors. Something
goes wrong.
There wasn't a mess.
Yeah, I love a good champagne tower. I've been loving. I had a couple. I think I said this on the episode, but I had a champagne tower couple where they intro their room. They came into their room, like everybody like pumping them up and everything like that. There's a champagne tower in the middle of the dance floor. They popped 2 bottles of champagne, poured it. Everyone's like cheering them, like woo woo woo. It was kind of a cool intro to a wedding. So I was like kind of like, yo, this is kind of sick.
Yeah.
So there's so many things you could do with that.
But also, there's also some like really, I'm sorry. I know so many people have seen this video going around. It's like a wedding somewhere very cold. Mm-hmm. It was in like the mountains or something. I wish I knew more about it, but it was like a bird-man was doing some kind of like aerial performance while she's walking down the aisle.
What?
It was
what?
I sent it to you.
What?
I'll put a link to it in the show notes. It was the weirdest. And then there was like an ice block where somebody was inside it and you could walk up and see. Like, some of this shit is too much.
Why?
And then I read in the caption, like, the guy performing was like the bride's brother, which, like, great. That's like a very
what
special performance. But like, she's walking down the aisle and there's this like giant bird-man like flying over the crowd.
What the fuck?
What
happened to just like maybe releasing a dove on a wedding?
Do you think too many died?
Like releasing a dove release. Butterflies.
Can't even throw rice anymore because all the birds die.
Yeah, you can't throw rice anymore.
Nope.
Like that's where the bubble things came from. Is the bubble exits came from? You couldn't throw rice.
Confetti's not really allowed
you can't
either.
Throw flowers either. Like people like don't want you to throw flowers anymore. I'm like, yeah, like now they have like the biodegradable confetti, but even the places don't want the biodegradable confetti because it's a mess and it lasts for like a week. So it's like, what can you do? But at the same point, I don't think you need a Birdman.
You don't really need to do anything, really.
No, like all these are fun. You don't need to do any of this shit. You can have a very traditional wedding day.
And it will still be fine.
And it'll be awesome. Like, you don't need to be over the top. I tell couples that all the time. I'm like, you don't really need to go crazy with this.
My friend's over the top was closing the night with My Heart Will Go On and the groom taking his shirt off and serenading the entire guests.
It's amazing.
Like all the guests. That was great. You don't need money for that.
No. I had a groom strip and put his vest on and look like Stone Cold Steve Austin, slam some beers, poured them all over himself. That was at the end of the night.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I love that. Like, you don't have to go
energy.
Crazy. Yeah, bring your energy. Bring your own energy. That's one of my...
Menergy. Do you remember those?
Bring Your Own Energy is one of my favorite Peloton instructors. Callie Gullickson. She's awesome. She's great. BYOE. But no, this has been, I don't know, crazy. What are we?
I feel like a lot of the episodes we recorded today were just weird.
We're like all over the place. This is what you guys do to us. Well, we're working on a few big things this month, and we're trying to get things rolling. I know a lot of you asked us for merch.
Merch. I know.
We get DMs all the time about merch. We're working on merch. Okay, we have designs. We're like,
it's in the works.
Like we're trying to find a supplier that does it, and like we don't want to keep them here. We want to just outsource everything and like be able to like ship from a manufacturer kind of thing. So we're trying to find all that stuff. We're doing a lot of stuff. We have some things planned that we want to do. I know we say that a lot, but we have actually.
We really do.
We initiated a lot of this stuff already. It's just a matter of like getting the ball rolling with a lot of stuff. We didn't expect this.
Yeah, your expectations are so high.
Yeah, this was supposed to be stupid.
This is supposed to be a dumb little side project, and now you like expect us to do stuff.
No, it's like, damn.
What are you, my fucking mom?
We love you guys though. It's been a lot of fun.
I'm trying.
We enjoy the ride. But no.
Mike also told me that somebody commented on the YouTube and said that they want me to do sexy bedtime stories. Is that true? Do you want me to read you sexy bedtime stories on Patreon? I'll do it.
If we start a Patreon, that's one of the things. We reach a certain number, and Lauren will read you sexy bedtime stories, and I will read
Akatar.
Whatever that is. I will read whatever that is. The fairy smut. Okay. So if we start one, which we're working on a little bonus stuff, if we do a paid version of the pod, it will be like all bonus. Like we will still do this. This will still be like all that stuff. We're not going to paywall anything or anything like that, but we'll the
bonus.
Like the Patreon would be a bonus, like, and stuff like that. So if you really like us and you want more content and stuff like that,
We can also poll and see what you guys actually want to watch or listen to. So.
you know, stuff like that. So, but no, this has been fun as always. Lauren, where can they find you?
You can find me at LaurenO'BrienPhoto.com and Lauren O'Brien Photo and the Feral Photog on Instagram. Michael, where can they find you?
At Michael Sour Photo on Instagram, TikTok, as well as my website. And you can find us at the Vendor Table Pod on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, as well as
Our Facebook group.
Guys, it's been fun. We'll catch you next time.
Okay, bye.